My name is Chris Matthews. I'm your relationship coach and licensed marriage and family therapist. In this video, I want to take time to process how much does a divorce cost in comparison to couples counseling. A lot of times clients will come in to my office or they'll inquire about services via a phone call, and the first question they ask is, how much do you charge? Well, I want to change that question around and put it back on you guys out there. How much does the divorce cost in comparison to how much the couples counseling cost? Just to kind of give you a basic ballpark, which is extremely broad, couples counselors can charge anything from $80 an hour to $300 an hour. And that's a huge spectrum. But no matter how much the couples counselors charge, at the end of this video, you'll see it's no comparison to how much a divorce costs. Let's get into it. The first component that you want to look at when factoring in the cost of a divorce or a failed marriage is the broken family. At that point, when you and your partner decide to no longer be a couple and you have children, you have to factor in all of the strain that's going to come by way of visitation schedules, the awkwardness around family trips or holidays or reward ceremonies, or when there are moments to celebrate the children's achievement, you now have to figure out a way to be in each other's presence. And that can put a lot of strain on the development of your children. It also infuses the identity of how the kid becomes about as an adult. I think about how when my parents got divorced, I was 15 years old. And because they were so engulfed in the divorce process, I fell through the cracks. I was engaging in behaviors that I shouldn't have been because no one was there to supervise me. No one was there to be present because the broken family. So when you break something, there are usually multiple pieces that are shattered and then have to be put back together. When you don't invest in couples counseling and you go toward divorce, think about all the pieces that are going to be broken that you'll have to put back together. The second thing you want to consider when weighing the option of couples counseling versus a divorce, the loss of money. The average attorney charges between $250 to $400 an hour to process a divorce. Although most divorce cases don't go to trial, the attorney bills you every time they do something. Whether it be sending an email, writing a letter, filing a document, you're getting charged money for that. And that's wasted money. And it's a lot of money in terms of, on average, what a therapist will charge you. The third thing you want to look at when processing if you would rather go to counseling versus a divorce, the wasted time. It's a lot of wasted time in court, a lot of wasted time talking to an attorney, wasted time in a mediator's office, wasted time when it comes to all the aspects of now having to divvy up a life that you developed together. Time away from work, time away from your children, time away from you. Because at the end of the day, you're going to be harping and focusing on the emotions and the feelings that come by way of a divorce. And it doesn't just go away. It can take years, if not a lifetime, to get over a failed marriage. The fourth thing you want to look at, and this kind of bleeds into what I just mentioned, the emotional trauma and drama. So in my work as a substance abuse counselor on the side, I also have an opportunity to see divorces firsthand when conducting substance abuse assessments with couples who are currently going through the divorce process. And some of the most heartbreaking stories that I hear are when a partner has to sit in that courtroom and see the in-laws bash their character, to watch friends pick sides and share falsehoods around how a person might have been in order to help the case out. So those families and friendships are ripped apart in an instance because at the end of the day, your attorneys are just trying to win. They don't care about what you're going home to or the broken friendships or the broken families. Think about your children who are going to be at grandma's house after witnessing grandma share those horrible things about you because they're trying to pick a side in a divorce battle. That could be lifelong emotional trauma and lead to a lot of future drama. The fifth thing you want to consider when processing if you should go to counseling versus a divorce, the lifelong regret. If you co-parent with a child, if you co-parent with the person you're divorcing, you're going to be reminded of that failed marriage for the rest of your life. The regret and the question you're going to be asking yourself is, what would have happened if we gave it a shot? And a lot of times people forget that you're constantly growing and maturing and developing as well. My wife and I, we got married at a young age. We're not the same young people we were when we first got married. We gave it time and we invested in each other. And as we matured and growed, our relationship grew too. So if you got married young, or if there's some trials or tribulations that you're currently enduring, you got to remember that it shall pass. And you and your partner will actually be stronger on the other side of the storm. The sixth thing you want to consider, the sixth thing that you want to look at when determining if you want a divorce versus couples counseling is the repeated cycle of dysfunction. Just because you ended one dysfunctional relationship, it doesn't mean that you've been equipped with the tools to prevent starting up a new dysfunctional relationship. Even if the relationship dissolves and you went through couples counseling, you'll be equipped with tools to process the broken marriage. So when you're ready, you can actually begin and recreate a new, healthier relationship in the future. The couples counseling can also be designed as a mechanism to help you unpackage a marriage to the point where you're not causing your family and yourselves the anxiety and the grief and the pain that comes by way of just breaking or shattering or just balling up and throwing away a marriage. A lot of times couples will ask, Chris, what's the success rate of couples counseling? And I'll give them an answer. I'll say 100%. And the couples will say to me, well, how's it 100%? Because the counseling is about identifying outcomes. The outcome may not be you stay together, but at that point we can pivot and create new goals that look like unpackaging the marriage in a safe manner where you can not be married, but you can be strong, committed co-parents. You can establish the boundaries and the rules and regulate what the relationship looks like as it entails children or as it dissolves and separates assets. The mediators and the lawyers are not therapists. They don't care about how you feel. They care about the dollars and the cents, the black and the white. A good couples counselor can help you navigate through the emotional storms that will come about one way or another. They'll be there if you're in a good marriage and it's toxic and you need those skills to keep it good, or they'll be there if you're in a bad marriage that becomes a worse relationship upon integrating lawyers and all the other people that just care about getting their check. I hope this video has helped you consider some of the cost of divorce. So think about the cost of divorce before you ask the cost of therapy. Once again, my name is Chris Matthews. I'm your relationship coach, licensed marriage and family therapist. And if you are seeking help and want to give your marriage a shot, go ahead and reach out and call us and establish a consultation call, and I can help you, or I can help align you with another clinician that may be a good fit if I'm not. I hope this video is something that provides value to you, and I look forward to seeing you on the other side. You can never go back, I gotta take it on.